Hello everyone, this is the first video from my interview series. Today's special guest is Sony Thokchom. He is an artist from Manipur and he is currently teaching pre-production in animation and visual effects in MCRC, Jamia. I've been following his art since 2016 and it has been a long journey. His artwork, he draws his inspiration from nature and also his cultural roots, and I'm so proud that an artist from Northeast is sharing this perspective with the world. Right now, I'm going to show you a slideshow of his journey thus far. Let's check it out. Can you share your story with us? How did you find your niche in painting?
Hello everyone out there. I want to thank you guys for having me over here. Thank you for giving me this platform to share my story, my journey and something about my work. You see, I don't make so many videos or talk about myself much on social media. That is because it's very difficult for me to talk in front of a camera. This is one of the things that I struggle even today. I get so anxious in front of camera. I start to stammer. right now, that's happening. And then the next thing, my mind goes blank, even if I had so many things to say in my heart. And that is why today I wrote down all my answers for the interview. I'm going to read my answers, and I hope you guys don't mind it. I thought this is the best way for me to express and answer everything clearly. Okay. None of my parents make paintings, but I remember my father used to make hand-woven muras for us, and my mother used to weave shawls and bed sheets on the loom. I remember when I was 4 or 5 years old, I used to scribble around our house wall, and then my mother would scold me for making the house dirty. When I was in middle school, my cousin's sister, who was 1 year older to me, started making comics like story panels of her family, and she would narrate the story to us. She inspired me to make picture stories without any text or written narration. I remember in school, the only class I loved was art class, and I hate memorizing lessons. It used to hurt my head when they put so much pressure on us. After graduating higher secondary school, I insisted my father to let me study in art school, although he wanted me to take engineering. In the year 2008, I came to Delhi and I joined in Jamia Islamia Faculty of Fine Arts and completed my graduation from there. From second year in the university, I started working as freelance illustrator. I have illustrated children books and graphic novels for publishers. I started working on my own series of painting from the year 2015. That was the year I left working for companies or publishers. I felt I was losing myself, my creativity, working under the pressures and demands from them. And I don't regret it, but one door closed and so many other doors of opportunities opens up. I'm here today doing what I love, and I make my own path.
When embarking upon a project, do you pre-plan your entire concept in your head or simply follow where your inspiration takes you?
I go with the flow of my inspirations. Inspiration can come anytime, while I'm traveling alone, when I meet an interesting person, when I'm in nature, like here, while I'm watching a film. It feels like the universe is speaking to you, like giving you a piece of puzzle. It's also because my heart is always curious and open to learn and explore new things. I keep asking a lot of questions to myself in the inside, and sometimes I get hints from around. When I get an inspiration, I sketch it out like this, on my sketchbook. And if I'm okay with the composition, then I make it in a bigger size paper or canvas like this. And then, after completing the painting, I frame it like this. It's ready to go for exhibitions. and for sale.
How do you deal with criticism, both negative and positive?
Well, it's mostly positive. I feel blessed to have many people who can understand my art, who can feel what I feel through my art. But sometimes we all come across few negative criticisms also, and that's okay. It can be quite hurtful in the moment, but we really need to examine where it's coming from. Is it coming out of concern for me? Have I made any mistakes and hurt the sentiments of any particular person or community? If that's the case, then I really need to sincerely apologize, and I'll keep in my mind not to make the same mistake again, and be careful and do my research before any project. And if that negative criticism is coming from just hateful and ignorant point of view, I don't need to focus on that. I just need to move on. But then again, sometimes that negative criticism may spark something in our mind, and that could give us another inspiration for another artwork.
Positive attitude, keep it up, bro. Okay, are you ready for the next question? The next question is, what messages, if any, do you try to put in your art?
Appreciate the beauty of the creation. I want people to see how I see the world, the diversity and the varieties and the designs and nature. Open our minds and have no limits or boundaries or wall. There is so much to look at and so much to learn from nature. Nature is much more older and wiser than us. I believe it has the codes and signs of everything we ask out of our curious mind.
Critique your own work. What inspires you to create art?
I do. We all need to do, but we also need to go with the flow. Each moment is a learning process, and we are going to learn more and more until the time we leave this world. When I look back at the works I have done in the past and compare to my latest work, it's so different. But my old work is also important for me to look at and say where I was. And that particular work was a base of the ladder that I climbed. I can't jump and reach up. There is no shortcut at all. But as we get older, we take in more information and learn more about ourselves and the world, that the knowledge in us reflects in the art we create.
Bro, I totally agree with you. Most of the time, we have doubted our talent and also the work that we have created. And what we need to do is be kinder to ourselves. We need to love ourselves. We need to keep upgrading and learning. And that's the key to appreciating what we create. Okay, the next question is, what other interests do you have besides painting?
I love music. I play some music when I paint. Musics of all kinds, classical, instrumental, blues, jazz, except hard rock. And I love to dance. I play my favorite track and dance. When we loosen up ourselves and release all the insecurities and pressures from around and move to the beach in absolute freedom, it heals our soul. I love cooking also and growing food in the garden. This is our garden back. Right now it's quite filled with grass, but then you'll find some chilies over here and some beans over there, some herbs on that side. It's a beautiful feeling when I prepare meals and drinks and invite my friends and people, those who enjoy food also.
Sony, that's the dopest dance move. I hope to see you on the dance floor very soon. And I'm also looking forward to that day where I can have a heartfelt dinner at your place. The next question is, describe your state of mind while you paint.
When I paint while listening to my favorite track, I'm in another world. That electric current like feeling that moves and circulate around our body. It's the most beautiful feeling. And I can just be all by myself and just paint with the music.
Have you helped or mentored anyone?
Yes, I have. I have been teaching since 2014 in animation and VFX, MCRC, Jamia. And I have given workshops in the National Gallery of Modern Arts in some schools and for the refugee youth and in a puppetry course.
What is the best advice for someone who is interested to start out in your field?
It's not too early or too late to start your career in art. You may have discovered when you were a child or when you are retired. There is absolutely no age limit. Art is a way of life. It is your deep personal expression that is unique. It is a therapy to heal your inner soul. Practice, practice, but enjoy what you do. No fear, no restrictions, no comparison. You will find a unique style that is absolutely yours only. You may look up online or books for study material. It helps to learn few techniques, tricks, ideas. In between, look at the principles and elements of art. try to apply these principles in between. Go out in nature, have fun and learn from nature. Just try to learn the color combinations in nature. Honestly, nature is the best to learn art. Everything is absolutely perfect in nature. Observe and create in your own expression.
What is your dream project?
I have always been curious and interested in the tribal communities all around the world. We all share so many things in common. That's because we are so close to nature and we learn from nature and we are a part of nature. I wish to travel and create a project, which is like putting in puzzle pieces together and see what's the big picture.
How do you want people to remember you?
I want people to remember my art. They are a part of my soul. What I have invested with all my heart in my art can be immortal, and I'm a mortal being. Someday when I'm no longer walking around, my art will have a part of me that lives and gives the same expressions of my heart.
Any message for the viewers?
It is a difficult time in the moment for all of us. Some days are more tougher than the others, but let's be hopeful. Let's hope for the rainbow and sunshine after all this thunder and lightning. Stay safe and let's be kind to one another. Do some activities that you enjoy. And lastly, please like and subscribe Alan's channel. If you have any questions for me, drop a message on my Instagram inbox. And thank you once again, everyone, and Alan for giving me this platform. Thank you.
Thank you, Sony Thokchom, for sparing your precious time for this interview. I'm sure all of us will be inspired through this video, in fact, to hone our skill even more and also to dream bigger. I wish you all the best in whatever things that you do and keep soaring higher. And also, for all my viewers, please stay tuned to this channel because I'm going to upload more videos about interviews with unique personalities. Until then, take care, stay safe, and bye.